Welcome back. Christmas season is in full swing, and along with the joys comes its dangers. So what are some things that people should keep in mind as they enjoy the holidays, especially as they're setting up even earlier this year? And we're getting tips this morning from the Honolulu Fire Department Captain, Jeff Roche. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing good because my Christmas decorations are already up, and I think a lot of folks are doing that. Thank you. It has been a rough year, so people are trying to get the holiday joy a little bit earlier, but this year especially. Yes. What are some safety tips that you recommend that folks should keep in mind as they enjoy the holidays?
If I could focus on one in particular, it would be the issue of Christmas trees, where the question is live versus artificial. The Honolulu Fire Department recommends that you purchase artificial Christmas trees this year and pretty much every year. The reason for this is that live Christmas trees are very flammable. And once a Christmas tree ignites, you might as well have a gasoline can in your living room with some firewood. And they burn fast, they burn hot, they pump out lots of smoke very quickly. And when a live Christmas tree does catch fire, it is, in general, more likely to be serious than other types of fires.
Right. Okay. So artificial is the best. But of course, as we know, many folks love live trees. The smell is great. They look natural. The price, etc. So for those who do still want to have a live tree, what are some precautions that they can take that help us remain safe in our homes?
So the precautions that I would like to focus on is keeping in mind that the live tree is very much more susceptible to fire. The first thing we recommend is that if you're going to go the live tree route, pick one that isn't already dry. You need dry trees burn way faster than trees that are freshly watered and maintained on a daily basis. And the good way to test is when you go to the whoever's distributing those trees, you can see if they have needles that fall off when touched. I wouldn't pick that tree. You kind of pick it up and drop it, not from too high, just a little bit, just shake it a little bit. If a lot of needles fall off the tree, I wouldn't choose that one. Choose that one that is very green and fresh, and you can tell by the smell too. They have a really nice smell to them. And then when you do get the tree home, maintain it regularly. Make sure you water it. If you don't, you can use additives too. If you don't, it's going to dry out very quickly. And I think, because of this year, with COVID and everything, I think supply isn't as much as it used to be in times past. So people are tending to get their trees earlier, which means that they're going to brown out quicker, maybe around Christmas Day, sometimes even before Christmas Day, if you choose a dry one to begin with.
Right. So make sure you're picking one that's as fresh and, well, I guess, wet as possible. But artificial is the best route. And there are some really great scents that you can hang on. I randomly found some at Goodwill the other day. So I put them all over my Christmas tree, fake Christmas tree, and it smells amazing. All right. Now, we were talking about the placement of the tree, because where it is in your home can determine safety as well. So where would you recommend people should put the tree?
A lot of the recommendations from NFPA and different national standards are to mainly keep it away from heat sources. Not so prevalent in Hawaii because, we have a tropical climate and pretty much good climate year-round, but experts say that placing the tree at least 3 feet, I would go further than that. I would say 10 feet, just to be safe. 10 feet in any direction from any heat source is a good idea. Heat sources can include fireplaces, again, not prevalent in Hawaii, candles, lights, or even vents that promote heat or push out heat. The statistics are like 1 in 4 Christmas tree fires are caused by a heat source being too close.
Right. And speaking of a heat source, when we talk about stringing up lights on a tree, when you feel those little bulbs, they are pretty warm, and especially if you leave them on for a while, they can get kind of hot. So what are some concerns with lighting the tree?
Again, I would like to remind everyone to keep the tree watered, and that will go a long way into preventing any type of ignition that may come from the heat from the Christmas tree lights. However, a good new technology that is becoming more popular are LED Christmas tree lights, and those are highly recommended because they produce the light, they use less power, and they don't produce as much heat as normal bulbs do. So that is a good option. I'm not sure about the pricing, but I think it'd be worthwhile. It'll be a worthwhile investment, to keep your home and your family safe.
Definitely. And what about after Christmas? You're done with the tree. Hopefully it is still nice and fresh, not brown and dry. But once Christmas is done and over, you don't want to keep it up for a long time, right? So what should you do?
Well, the first trigger for me would be the condition of the tree, whether it came before or after Christmas. If it's starting to brown out already, I would remove the tree from the home. But after Christmas, definitely remove the tree from the home. Christmas is over. You want to get that firewood out of your house. You don't want to take unnecessary risks. So what you can do is immediately take it out and put it in your regular green waste collection bin, and you can take it out to the curb. If that's not an option, any cities refuse and recycling convenience centers will take your trees or a composting facility, but do not just set it out on the curb for bulk pickup. To my knowledge, they won't be picked up as such.
Okay, good to know. Great tips. Thank you so much, Captain Roche, for joining us this morning. And I hope that you have a very safe and Merry Christmas.
Thank you, and you as well. Thank you again.